I think we should suspend everything as TikTokers until we peruse and understand this petition in Parliament that is purposing to ban TikTok in Kenya. Your members of Parliament who now get very angry when Mheshimiwa Anthony Kibagendi says it's an auction house. Please remember there was a time the president actually said, watu kazi yao ni kuendea pesa kwake. He said it. So when the president says it, it's not bad. But when Kibagendi says it, he's being kicked out of committees and told not to attend parliament. This same parliament, imemaliza kazi ya education na ku-oversight the 30 billion that was stolen and cannot be traced that was supposed to transit a grade 10 students. It may address the 11 billion theft in SHA. It may address a state house budget, yenye of course already imeshaisha, and state house wants to be added money because they have finished what they had been budgeted for the financial year. It may address issue ya drought and famine currently ongoing in our ASAL counties. It has addressed all the issues that Kenyans are going through, including a high cost of living. Now wamefika mahali wamesema hii TikTok lazima to deal nayo. And why do they want to deal with TikTok, my fellow TikTokers? Because they feel you guys are earning billions and they need to do something about it. Actually, this came from a nominated member of parliament by ODM meant to represent the youth called Honorable Mayaka. Such a shame, if you ask me. And this was her thinking and, submission in parliament.
Honorable Speaker, when you look at TikTok, some of the top TikTokers, when you look at the top 10, they actually earn annually, in terms of Kenya shillings, 2 billion. With the guy.
Unakuniambia of all things in Kenya, au ma MPs wamona tu waanze kuongelelea kuban TikTok. There's so many important matters inafanya zishughulikiwe kwa nchi yetu. Unaona? Mtu anafikia tu, wacha leo niende kwa parliament niongelele kuban TikTok. How do these MPs even think sometimes, yo? Alafu ni kizungu zingine hapo, kizungu, unaona? Hata kama you are learned, my friend. The important matters inafai uraise kwa hiyo parliament. Things that will affect Kenyans ama your constituents positively. Atuna kuban TikTok bana. Hapo na wasijaribu hapo. Alafu kama wacheki, kama huyo MP anatoka kwenyu, mumark. Huyo ndio ikifika 2027, toe pale kwa ballot box manzia kwenda huko nyumbani jo. Watu wanataka kutukazia freedom of speech. Hii TikTok tunakuja hapa kucheka hapa, mtu ana watu ban TikTok Kenya jo. Ati mtu anaongelelea ati security, mtu anaongelelea personal privacy. Personal privacy na jo.
TikTok family. Watu wa TikTok. Watu wa gift tap. Watu wa siasa haitu affecting, and you know me, I don't do political content. Mi si mwana siasa, sipendi siasa. Well, siasa imekuja right at your platform. Si ndio hii petition? Ni petition to regulate TikTok. Yes, leo ndio walikuwa na introduce kwa parliament. Sawa, kuna mheshimiwa alisoma na akabakiwa na mtu mwingine, so it will be a topic of discussion. This platform that helps you earn money because your government has ensured that the economy is stifled in a way that you cannot make money. This platform that ensures we educate, inform and engage each other as young people. This is the platform amongst others that they want to regulate. But of importance, unaona heading yake ni nini? Regulation ya TikTok platform. Wamekuja kuwafinya vizuri sana ndio muingie kwa siasa venye mnatuambianga I don't do politics. You know, Abby, you're so bold. You know me, I can't do politics. Politics is coming to do you. Yeah.
Kenyans could soon witness more regulation of TikTok and other social media platforms in the country, and here's why. So a petition was filed in 2023, petition number 41 of 2023, that interestingly sought the banning of TikTok in the country. Now, the National Assembly's Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation was tasked to look at this petition and prepare a report with recommendations. Yesterday, that report was tabled before the National Assembly for debate, and here are some key recommendations that the committee made in it. Overall, the committee concluded that banning TikTok or any other social media platform in its entirety in Kenya would be an economic mistake because so many Kenyans depend on these social media platforms economically. However, the committee proposed amendments to the Kenya Information and Communications Act to empower the Communications Authority to regulate social media platforms more. What kind of regulations are we talking about? Well, the committee proposed regulations related to things like increased data privacy, proposing that data for Kenyan users should be stored locally. In addition, they talked about things like increased age verification and content moderation, basically censorship, and that, of course, is where the bone of contention is, and, of course, increased user protection. So what would happen if such regulations were to be made? Well, new users of social media platforms in Kenya could be asked for more documents for identity verification, but in addition, more content could be taken down, of course, with new content moderation laws in effect.
Are you aware kuna bill iko bunge ya kuban TikTok in Kenya? There is a bill that has been moved by a member of parliament to entirely ban TikTok in Kenya. Now, number one, that was the wrong discussion in parliament. In a country where there are more pressing issues, members of parliament should not be sitting down to discuss on how they are going to silence young dissenting voices. In a country where drought is killing, in a country where some of these people don't have enough or clean drinking water, discussing TikTok was just not it. Number two, I thought must go alituambia, press your phone and come out with dollars. Hakusema ni dollars ngapi. So, hearing a member of parliament talking about that TikTokers are running 2 billion per year in Kenyan shillings, that is where he must go. And when he goes with all of you. Kila mtu register as a voter. Register as a voter tafadhali, he must go bana. They cannot silence us. We will not be silenced anyway.
Guys, so today on the floor of Parliament, we were discussing the report by the Petitions Committee regarding a petition that was brought before it. One of the prayers being to entirely ban TikTok. So my contributions on the floor were in regard to the specificity of the recommended legislations in terms of regulating TikTok, because I do feel that they could be abused by the government to crash on political dissidents and also perhaps to remove videos that are perceived to be anti-status quo or that do not serve the interest of the current regime. We all know we live in Kenya. We are going to an election period in 2027, and I did voice my concerns on the floor in regard to that. And you know, for me as an advocate of the High Court and a trained lawyer, the devil is always in the details. I'm always looking into the mischief of any proposed legislation, powers being given to Communications Authority, the data protection agencies that we have, and we must always ask the question, what is the rationale? Why now? And what extent will those legislations be implemented? So let us wait and see, but I'm going to share my contributions with you guys.
Madam Speaker, even thinking about banning TikTok would raise a few fundamental issues. One of it, Madam Speaker, is that this would be a complete violation of our Constitution, which guarantees freedom of expression. And Madam Speaker, even if we were to ban TikTok, we would need to ban all the others, because the youth will just move to the other platform and to the other platform. And also, from a technical point of view, I know that there are very many workarounds. The same way people in China today use WhatsApp, although it's banned. People in India are using TikTok, although it's banned, because there's always technical workarounds around these things. The second thing, Madam Speaker, is the economic opportunity that we would be sacrificing through such a ban. It is important to note that TikTok, and indeed all other social media platforms...
Honorable Wandeto, would you like to be informed by Honorable Mushomba?
I don't wish to be informed.
Continue
unless
then.
you insist.
Continue, do not expound on it. Just
Thank you.
accept or not.
Madam Speaker, the second issue is the opportunity, for revenues. Today we know that hundreds, if not, hundreds of thousands of our youth, and not just youth, including older people, are now deriving economic opportunity from the use of social media. And this has come in handy in an economy or a government that doesn't seem to have very good ideas on how to create jobs for the youth. The third one, Madam Speaker, is the economic opportunity. Today, just in this house, we passed the digital taxes, which now we have some of the multinationals that are in this social media platform, and even indeed some of our digital content creators, joining the formal economy and paying taxes. So, Madam Speaker, what we need to think about is strengthening regulation. Because as Kenya, we cannot go the route of countries such as Somalia, which I know has banned TikTok, countries such as Iran, countries